It is an extraordinary encounter like no other we have ever seen. The end of a 5-year search. A Taliban propaganda video showing an elite American team swooping over the hills in a specially modified Black Hawk helicopter with surveillance aircraft and backup forces overhead. On the ground, the enemy. 18 Taliban fighters, the two sides about to meet because of this man, the only American prisoner of war held in Afghanistan, Army Sergeant Bowe Berghdhal. Bergdahl's captors have now brought him to this remote meeting point, and the Americans are coming in to pick him up.
It is clearly a battlefield exchange. You can see the Taliban have their soldiers on the hillside with RPGs and machine guns. We've got our soldiers in the helicopter with assault rifles.
The pilots undoubtedly are watching those Taliban rocket-propelled grenades, powerful enough to take down those Black Hawks.
They're thinking that this could be a trap. You can see that the helicopter actually circled before it landed too, and I'm sure they were looking to make sure that everything was right.
Once on the ground, the years of planning now boil down to under 1 minute. Bergdahl, carrying a bag, is escorted by 2 Taliban across to 3 Americans, dressed in civilian clothes, who quickly approach.
They've obviously got some kind of weapon so that if they need to shoot across each other, they're ready to go in case there's an ambush.
But the flag and the number of men on each side have been prearranged by both sides as a sign of trust, according to the voice on the video.
In these kinds of exchanges, you ask the other side to do a couple of things. You can kind of verify that they're following the plan.
Amid the rapid greeting and handshakes, one American quickly runs his hand along Bergdahl's back.
That's not a friendly gesture. He's looking for a bomb, he's looking for wires, something that would potentially make Bergdahl a human bomb.
He's been in captivity for 5 years. You just don't know what his mental state is. You don't know if he's being coerced.
Before that handoff, the Taliban video shows Bergdahl in the back of a pickup truck, head shaved, no beard, but blinking and hollow-eyed, as if emerging from the dark for the first time.
They want to keep him in the dark. If they're going to give him back to us, they don't want him to be able to tell them where their locations are.
Experts say Bergdahl probably did not know what was happening to him. He wouldn't know if he was about to be released or something worse.
He could just as easily be thinking at this point, I'm about to get executed on film for the Taliban.
Leaning into Bergdahl, one of the Taliban says, "Don't come back to Afghanistan. You will not make it out next time." But take a closer look. It is a moment that might reveal something about the relationship he had with his captors.
The Taliban reaches over and pats him fairly gently 3 times on the arm, like, you and I have been together for a long time. I don't want to have to kill you next time you're here.
Within 25 seconds, his American rescuers are guiding him to the helicopter. One turning to walk with him, the other 2 walking backwards, not wanting to turn their backs on the Taliban until the final moments.
They're watching, they're checking their back, and they want to make sure that as they go out, that nothing's going to harm them.
Once at the helicopter, before Bergdahl can get on board, the white bag is dropped. Then a second pat-down. Why or what was in that bag may remain a mystery. Only Bergdahl knows.
Everybody's adrenaline's pumping. People are nervous. You don't know how this is going to go down. It's been smooth so far. For something to drop and somebody not to notice it could have been just an inadvertent mistake.
The video released today will add to the other mysteries surrounding Bergdahl's disappearance. Controversy has swirled since his release over how he was taken into captivity 5 years ago. Senior officials and soldiers who served with Bergdahl tell ABC News he walked away from his base willingly. The Army is preparing an investigation and wants Bergdahl's side of the story as well. And the terms of the deal, releasing 5 high-level Taliban from Guantanamo in exchange for Bergdahl, have enraged some on Capitol Hill.
These are wanted war criminals.
It comes with some surprise and dismay that the transfers went ahead with no consultation, totally not following the law.
But for others, Bergdahl's release offers hope.
I am prisoner of the Taliban.
Video today emerged of a couple who disappeared while traveling in Afghanistan nearly 2 years ago. American Caitlin Coleman was 7 months pregnant and traveling with her Canadian husband when they went missing.
I would ask that my family and my government do everything that they can to bring my husband, child, and I to safety and freedom.
The videos were reportedly emailed to Coleman's father last summer, and her family told the Associated Press they released the video today in light of the publicity surrounding Bergdahl's release and growing concerns about her health.
She has a liver ailment, which requires treatment.
As for Bergdahl, he remains at Landstuhl Military Hospital in Germany and has still not spoken with his parents. While the handover may have taken just under a minute, his recovery will take much longer. But as he flew away from Afghanistan and realized he was safe and in the hands of American forces, he broke down and wept. For Nightline, I'm Martha Raddatz in Washington.